Hi. So this tutorial sheet right here, it includes lines, planes, as well as surfaces in 3D space. Okay. So there are several interesting questions here. Some of which, like question one as well as question two, we have already worked on. I'm going to leave the link of the video in the description. You can check it out. But in this particular video, what I want us to look at is question 10 as well as question 11. Okay, so question 10 says find the rectangular coordinates of the center of the sphere. So you're given this sphere here in terms of cylindrical coordinates, and you have to find the coordinates of the center, giving them in rectangular coordinates. Okay, so it's just a matter of converting from cylindrical to rectangular. Then we express the coordinates of the center from that equation that we are going to find in rectangular. Okay, so let's get down to this. So we are given, this is for question 10 by the way. So for question 10 we are given the equation r squared plus z squared. This is equals to 4r cos 4r cos theta plus 6r sine theta. Okay, so let's go ahead and convert this to, is there anything else that I've left out? Yeah, there's a plus 2z there, like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and convert this to rectangular. So r, in terms of this is in cylindrical. Let's convert it to rectangular. For r, this can be given as x squared plus y squared. Okay, then we just leave the z the way it is. Okay, z squared is equals to, then you have 4r cos theta. So r cos theta is x, so you need to keep in mind to say your x is equals to r cos theta, then your y is r sine of theta. Okay, r sine of theta. So this is just going to be 4x plus 6y plus 2z there, like that. Okay, so what we are going to do in this case is that I'm going to shift everything that is this side, I take it on the other side, meaning I equate this to 0. So this is going to be like x squared. I'm going to correct the like terms, it will be minus 4x, then we have plus y squared minus 6y plus z squared minus 2z is equals to 0. So what we need to do right here is to complete the square. Okay, so I'm going to try to take this step by step. So this is going to be something like I have x squared minus 4x. Okay, so then that will be plus, you're going to have positive 2 here squared minus positive 2 squared. I close. Where I'm getting this positive 2 is that I'm multiplying the b term by minus half, and the b term here is simply 4 is 4x there, like that, minus 4x. When you apply this by minus, actually not even including the x there, it's just the coefficient of x. So when I multiply this by minus 1 over 2, I'm going to end up with positive 2. That's where I'm getting the 2 from, and that's like the process that we use when completing the square. So you also complete the square for y, complete the square for z. This will be plus, so we'll have like y squared minus 6y. This will be plus, so negative 6 by negative half, that is just going to be positive 3. Okay, then squared minus positive 3 squared, then we close, we open again there, then we complete the square for z. That's just going to be z squared minus 2z. Okay, then we say plus, open bracket, minus 2 multiplied by minus half, that's just going to be positive half squared, that would be minus rather, not plus, minus minus 1 squared, we close, this will be equals to 0. Okay, so it simply means what we're going to end up with here is something like we're going to have x minus, that would be 2 squared. Okay, that would be 2 squared minus 4. The 4 I'm getting it from here. When you say 2 squared, then I'll say plus. So even for this part, you're going to have y minus 3 squared minus 9, because 3 squared is equals to 9. Then you say plus. For the z, you're going to have z minus 1 squared, okay, then this would be minus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, so we are getting close to the rectangular equation that we are looking for, that is going to help us to find the center. Okay, so here what happens is that uh, uh, like you are going to say minus 4 minus 9 minus 1 there, that is just going to be 14 if I'm not mistaken. So this would be like minus not minus, to be x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared plus z minus 1 squared is equals to, when you say minus 4 minus 9 is minus 13 minus 1, that is minus 14, but when it goes on the other side to be positive 14, like that. Okay, so this is basically our sphere. Okay, so this is a sphere of radius equals to the square root of 14. Okay, so but what we're interested in is the center, and remember to say the standard equation of a sphere can be written as you're going to have your x there, you're going to have your x minus h squared plus y minus k squared plus z minus, let me just use L here, squared is equals to, this is going to be equals to our r squared. Okay, so this is our r squared. That's why I ended up saying r is equals to the square root of 14. Okay, so that's what we have right there. So it simply means our center, the coordinates of the center is our h, which is positive, it will be positive 2 comma, our k coordinate, our k value there is 3, then our l value is a 1. Okay, that is, that's the coordinate for our center. Okay, so all we had to do was just to convert from cylindrical to rectangular, then we went on and found what we have found right now. Okay, so let's look at the next question, which is question 11. So for question 11, what you are given is a you are given the equation in spherical coordinate system, where you have your rho. Okay, try to write this properly. You have your rho equals to 2 2 sine phi, open bracket, you have cos theta minus 2 sine theta there, like that. Okay, so what I'll do right now is that to do myself justice, I'm just going to multiply everything by rho. Okay, so multiply this side by rho and multiply the other side by rho as well. So this is just going to be like rho squared will be equals to 2 rho sine phi, open bracket, cos theta minus 2 sine of theta, like that. Okay, so what do we have now? So let me expand this other side. So we have rho squared, you have rho squared is equals to, this is going to be 2 rho sine phi cos theta, then that would be minus 2 by 2 is a 4, so you have 4 rho sine phi sine theta. Okay, so when it comes to spherical coordinates, one thing you need to remember is that your x is given as rho sine phi cos theta, then your y is given as rho sine phi sine theta, like that. So it's just a matter of doing the substitution. Then for rho itself, rho is just a square root of x squared plus y squared plus z squared, of which it simply means your rho squared is simply equals to x squared plus y squared plus z squared, like that. Okay, so that's what you're going to have on this side. You're going to say is x squared plus y squared plus z squared is equals to, so for this portion here, that is simply x, so that would be 2x, like that, minus 4, then this is just going to be that would be 4y actually, because this is y, so I'm going to have a 4y there. So you can shift everything on the other side, so this is going to be x squared minus 2x, I'm correcting the like terms, okay, plus y squared plus 4y plus z squared is equals to 0. What we need to do again here is just to complete the square. So that's what makes such questions very simple and interesting to work with. So completing the square here, you're going to have like x squared minus 2x plus 1 squared, okay, minus 1 squared. Then you have plus this would be y squared plus 4y, okay. Then you say plus what are we going to have here? That would be negative 2 squared minus negative 2 squared. Then you have plus z squared is equals to 0. So this simplifies to, you're going to have your x here minus 1 squared minus 1, okay, plus you have your y plus 2 squared plus minus rather to be minus 4, okay, then plus z squared is equals to 0. Okay, so now this and this gives us minus 5. Taking it on the other side, it gives us positive 5. So that would be x minus 1 squared plus y plus 2 squared. Then here we have plus z squared is equals to positive 5. So this is the rectangular equation of the sphere that was initially given in spherical coordinate system. So our center, remember, our center is just simply C, H, comma K, comma, let me use L for the Z part there. So in this case, we are going to have our center having these coordinates. For the H is positive 1. Then K, because this is a plus, it simply means the value of K was negative. Okay, simply means it's negative 2 comma 0 there, like that. Okay, so those are the coordinates for our center given in rectangular coordinates. Okay, so this is basically how we answer such questions. If you like this video, consider subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, leave us a like. Anything, leave it down in the comment section. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching.